At the start of the whole pandemic, back when Disney was closed in April, I made a video where I made Disneyland churros at home from the recipe on the Disney Parks blog. Well, since, like a lot of series that I tried to start, I haven't made a video like that since. So today we are going to be making the gray stuff from Be Our Guest and Disneyland at home using the recipe that the Disney Parks blog put out. I'll leave the delicious gray stuff recipe down in the description below. If you click on it, it'll take you directly to the Parks blog so you can make it on your own. Now, the ingredients that you need for this is whole milk, instant vanilla pudding mix, Oreos. They call them chocolate sandwich cookies, they're just Oreos. Canned container whipped topping, 3 tablespoons instant chocolate pudding mix, sugar cookies. We're going to be using some pre-made cupcakes that we have in the freezer, and sugar pearls, which we don't have, and it's not essential. It's just a little decoration you can put on the gray stuff. So it's not essential that you have them. We don't have them. So yeah, let me show you the ingredients. And these are our ingredients. So we have everything measured out right now, but this recipe actually makes 12. There's going to be 3 of us eating this, so that is way too much. So we're only going to be making half. So first we have our vanilla pudding mix along with our chocolate pudding mix, but the chocolate we'll use a little bit later. Actually, all of this we'll be using later along with our Oreos. Right now we'll be using our measured out milk and our measured out vanilla pudding mix. So now let's add our milk. Try not to spill any of it. And oh, that did not chip the glass, hopefully. And our vanilla pudding mix. Yep, there we go. Now, let's whisk. Second step is to put the mix into the refrigerator for 1 to 2 hours. Since we're making half, we are going to do only 1 hour. And the brave is going to put it in the not microwave, refrigerator. Is that a refrigerator reveal, by the way? So while that is cooling in the refrigerator, let's put our Oreos into our blender. Just throw them in there. So it says to puree them. We're just gonna crush them. Now let's set this aside and wait for our pudding to come out in about an hour. You know, I have eaten at Be Our Guest before, and I have had the Master's Cupcake with gray stuff on it. And I do have to say that the gray stuff is probably the best thing on that menu. And I'm not saying that the atmosphere is bad, because the atmosphere, if the food was good, it would be easily the best restaurant on Disney property. But the gray stuff is saving it for me. And apparently they have the gray stuff in Disneyland. I did not know that. I've never been to Disneyland, so I didn't know that. And the history, there's not really a big history on the gray stuff, but when BDR Guest opened in 2012, the gray stuff was added later, and then a year later, gray stuff was added in Disneyland. So that's not that big of a history, except for some reason it's interesting to me, because why wouldn't they add the delicious gray stuff on the menu when it originally opened? I don't know. So the mix we put in is not yet done. I will see you when it is. Hey, it's been an hour, so let's take our pudding mix out of the refrigerator. And what it tells us to do is put our cookies into the pudding mix and stir. So I'm going to put the cookies into the pudding mix and stir, just like it says on the instructions. And if you literally just follow the instructions, that's what I did on the churro one, it came out beautifully. So be sure to follow the instructions. Time to whisk again. Now we have to add our Cool Whip and our chocolate pudding mix and whisk some more. Here we go. See if I can add this correctly. Okay, how much? I did not know this at the time, but you need to add the whole container of Cool Whip. I only added about half of it. You actually need to add all of it. That's why it doesn't say how much to add. I later fixed my mistake. Please don't make the same mistake that I did. And we also need to add our chocolate pudding mix. And I assume you just put all of this in, because I made another mistake here. Don't put all of it in. You need 3 tablespoons of your chocolate mix. You may notice I did make a lot of mistakes here. I accidentally whisked instead of folding your Cool Whip and with your chocolate mix. Don't whisk. Fold it and it will turn gray when you put it into the refrigerator. Put your gray stuff mix into the refrigerator and cool for yet another hour. And when you bring it out, we are going to put it in a piping bag to put them on the cupcakes that we're about to get out of the freezer. So now we have to put the gray stuff in this bag and then put it onto the actual cupcakes that we're going to be eating them on. And then all the way down. In the bag like that. Let's put some more in there. Let's try to get some. So I know I said that we're not going to have sugar pearls, but we did go to Walmart and pick up some great value sugar pearls when one of these were maybe it was the first hour or the second hour that it was cooling. So let me just take a little bit. These are pretty small. And all you need to do is just take and wash your hands. Make sure to do that. But put it around the, I'll only do one because they are very, very small. Good stuff. There we go, that's our Master's Cupcake at home. So here is the final product of the Gray Stuff Master's Cupcake. And let me take off the wrapping. If you can see, it does look a little bit gray. Let me turn on some more light, but yeah. complete with the little sugar balls there too. As a matter of fact, I should have left this on, because with it on, it actually looked like the Master's Cupcake at Disney World. Let's take a try of the gray stuff first, and then we'll dig into the cupcake, because I know how the cupcake tastes. Okay. This is good. Even if you don't want to put it on anything, make it. If you don't have sugar cookies, you don't have cupcakes, just make it and eat it. This is really good. This is, man. Thank you, Disney, for this recipe. Let's try some of it with the cupcake that I previously made. That is better than most icing. Yeah, but that is a fantastic recipe, and it's easy to make, so I do recommend making this. Yeah, so I definitely recommend making these. I'm gonna leave the directions and ingredients to the gray stuff linked in the description below. It'll take you right to the Parks blog. While you're down there, leave a like and consider subscribing. It would make me a very, very happy man. And also, comment if you made the gray stuff and if you enjoyed it, or if you are thinking about going to make it, come back after you're done making it and tell me what you thought. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, everybody.